time with us that one of the key things that we really need to think about is, yes, you have prayed, but planning financially. Are you going to travel by public means? Are you going to fuel your car? How long is the distance? Do you have enough fuel to take you to wherever you are going back home? Yes, you're going. Whatever you want to buy, do you have enough? How much money do you have? You need to budget within what you have to avoid stress. You don't need to budget according to what is there. Every other person is doing it. Every other person is moving with ABCD. No, you are not every other person. This is you and your family. So it is important to sit, man and wife, if you have some adults, or you as a team, look at the money that you have, put it on table, make a budget. And in your budget, make sure you say, this is what we have for travel. This is what we have for church. Brethren of God, it is very, very important whenever we are thinking about what God has given us, we really need to know this is an envelope for church. This is the money that we will use as a family. You even agree how much money should we give. You know, you see people fidgeting. Christmas is once in a year. But on the day of Christmas, you will see people fidgeting with envelopes. You will see people fidgeting to get, they have 50s, 20s, 10,000, 5,000, then someone is looking for Rukumi or 2,000. Whatever you want to give to God, please prepare it before. Agree. This is what we will give out. We are likely to buy a few things in church. This is how much we will give. Don't give because you are excited. You had planned you will go to the village and then you will use maybe 500,000, maybe 1 million. And then you reach there, you're excited. And then you tell people that you are going to buy things of 500,000. Remember, this is the budget you have. And then after Christmas, you begin struggling. No. Just know I'm going to contribute towards our church. So, my dear wife, how much can we contribute? We can contribute 200. We can contribute 1 million. We can contribute 5 million. Then you go knowing that basically, this is what we are going to spend. And this is how we are going to spend it. Many times we are in organizations and we sit down, write budgets, show how we are going to implement them, like that. So why not direct the same in our families, knowing that this is what we have and this is how we are going to spend. This is going to really help you a lot. You will know we planned to spend ABCD, we can't go beyond. I'm not saying that you become a slave. You reach at home and you find that there's this issue that needs to be solved, and you say, no. According to our budget, we are not supposed to change. No, it does not work like that. If it is an issue that you really look at and you say, this one we can spend on, then that one is a one-off. Then another thing you need to ask yourself, what other commitments do you have? What other commitments? Along the way, are you going to travel to see your auntie? Along the way, do you have a travel outside the country? What are other commitments? Put everything on paper and know this is what we have and say, okay, on this particular day, we have ABCD. And maybe we have about 4 activities. Look at how you can divide as a family, maybe husband and wife, and say, I can go here, you can go there, so that at the end of it all, you're able to achieve together. Another issue is, yes, we are looking at finances. January is here. It's not very far. When you go to banks around 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, you'll find no people in the bank because somehow they used all the money. January is here. You have other issues to work on. Avoid impressing people. Plan within your means. Plan within your means. And we have said that as you plan, include transport. As you plan, include food. You're going to the village. What are you going to eat? Are you traveling just empty-handed to find food at home? Have you sent money that will help to purchase a few things? Remember, I'm saying according to the money you have, if that's what you can afford for a goat, it's okay. If you can just afford a kilo of sugar, it's okay. If you can just afford a kilo of rice, it's fine. Put everything on paper and know this is what I'm going to move with. And as I was also looking at the issue of keeping Christ at the center. As we move to celebrate, yes, as Christians, remember our children are looking at each and every step that we take. We are the role models of our children. Not only our children, but our families are looking up to us. So put Christ at the center. Even when you reach there, make sure that attend church services. At least make sure on Christmas you attend, on fast you attend. If at all you cannot manage other services, but be there. Have a family altar at home. Let people know that you have come home, and to you, you're inviting people to sing, to sing and to share a word. People will know when you come home, people will be knowing that so and so is at home. And now that so and so is around, we will praise, our children. Some of us, if I get a Rwankore Chiga hymn book, I'll be able to sing, I think like the first song to the last. Most of the songs. Reason, when we were at home, our parents would have that time. We would sing and sing and sing and sing. So somehow most of the songs, most of the hymns, you find you know them. So this is the time that people will enjoy the hymns, people will enjoy the moments of prayer, praise and worshiping, that will be the time. And people will know, yeah, indeed it is Christmas. Another issue is as you move home, we have talked about food, but you can also have some gifts to take, most especially to our dear parents. And there are those people in the village that we can, if you're traveling to the village, that is, what are you going with? You don't need huge, huge gifts. If you have your father, the father is still alive, getting a shirt for him is okay. Getting shoes for him is okay. Getting a watch, a wreath, it is fine. This person will be very happy to know that there is some small gift you're taking. If you have much money, taking a suit, it is fine. But work within your means. Go with gifts. We have our leaders, the priests in our areas. You find a priest with a shoe, you look at the priest's back, you look at the shirt, and you're like, oh my God. If you go and bless them, there will be a blessing to other people and even to you. That those people at home, when you go there, that those people that receive you, that help you around, if you have those dresses that you've been for a long time, those shirts, those trousers, you can give out one or two. If you give out, the hand that gives out will always receive. If your hands are closed, you will not receive a blessing. But every other time your hands are open, you are likely to receive a blessing. As you're giving out, you're receiving a blessing. God will bless you as you bless other people. Then the other issue, there is strengthening family bonds. Because in most cases, when it is Christmas season, that's when we meet as families, we meet, eat together, talk. Don't quarrel. Don't compare yourself. People, we can never be the same. Thank God for what you are. Thank God for what you have. Thank God for what you are able to do. You can never be so and so, so and so. God created you in an amazing way, in a special way. You are you. You don't need to compare. If you don't have the house like they have, it is fine. If you don't have maybe the vehicle like they have, it is very okay. What is very important is for you to be happy. Many times we admire people. Look at maybe the buildings, look at what they have, the wealth, and you begin admiring people. We do not know what they are going through. Meanwhile, they are also admiring us. The fact that we are crossed with Jesus Christ, they are admiring us so much. So if you have a lot, thank God. And whatever you have, thank God for that. Be happy. People will love people who are happy with what they have than looking at someone who is ever miserable. You look at someone with all the monies, with all, the wealth, but you look at this person and you're like, there's no peace. Starting with the person, looking at the family, and all that. So for you, what is important? If you are annoyed, be quick to forgive. Even if someone is coming up to challenge you, you can listen in and then move on. Reconcile. There's so many challenges. Even among close family members, real sisters, real brothers, so many challenges. But let us try to reconcile and appreciate each other so that at the end of it all, we are able to have joyful celebrations. Look at your wife. Your wife is a visitor. Your wife is a stranger in your home. By God's grace, your wife is at your home as your wife, as your friend, as your close relative. How I pray that you protect her. Yes, help her. You hear women talk of, they are going to mingle and there's this big what, and there is, try to help her out. Do not allow your wife to be abused. And if your wife out there, bring warmth. When you reach home, join other people and then bring warmth. You can do those small, small things that they cannot do, but be part of them. But for you, our dear husbands, please protect us. You know us more than them. If we have issues, maybe someone has a scar, maybe they have some sickness, maybe they have some issue. There's something that you know about your spouse, about your wife in particular, that your family does not know. So it is you. You know her weakness. So you need to protect her. Protect your children. Friends, when children move out, they mingle with other children. A lot goes on. There is fornication, issue of drugs, so many issues. You need to know where your children are and what they are doing. I'm not saying that every other time you just keep an eye. No. Be conscious. Be conscious of what they are doing. Protect them against the phones. The phones are very, very good. But right from us, the adults, to our children, we need to control the phones. I mean, this is the time for relaxation, for love. You can say TV will start this time and end here. Phones you can control a bit. But our children today, if you don't control them, if you say, I am giving this phone from morning to night, if you're not careful, even up to midnight or up to 2, someone will be on phone without even getting tired. And there we are not helping them at all. They even go to church with those phones. They are preaching and your child is, you need to speak we need to speak to our children about these phones. There is time for everything, friends. As we prepare, as we move out for Christmas, let us know we can handle according to the setup you are in. Tell your child, this is how you can use the phone. And you as adults also know. Imagine when you have entered the sitting room, you're all there, you have started talking, and for you, you're WhatsApping. There you're in LinkedIn, and from there you're TikToking. At the end of it all, you're in the sitting room, you're with people at home, and you start laughing alone. I mean, what will show that you are actually a responsible man? So let us try as much as we can to handle our phones with care, most especially when we are at church. 2, even when we are at home, we need to know what time, when can we use these phones? As you protect these children, they need to know a few things on how people, whatever is happening, the setup at home, they really need to know and plan with them. Then another issue is we need to pray to plan for after the Christmas season. Come up with what you want to do for 2026. List down what you want to achieve. Then when you list it down, commit it to God in prayer. Is it that you have been struggling with finances? Maybe it is about financial discipline. Look at what you've done. Take a stock. Going for Christmas, I've done ABCD. What was good? you mark. What did not go well? Take a stock, for example, on how you spend. Then you say, this year I'm going to resume saving. Look at your children, maybe those with children going back to school. Look at school fees. Then look at you as a family. What is it that you have for this year? What is this that you failed to achieve in 2025 and you are planning to achieve in 2026? How will you be able to reach out to it? Then write everything. And then, evaluate your relationship. You moved with your wife. Ask yourself, have we enjoyed to the maximum? Time is short. We need to enjoy one another. Those of us who are married, ask yourself, have I enjoyed with my family? What was not okay that should not follow me in 2026? And the moment we look at all this, we'll be able to draw lines and see what we need to do and what we don't need to do. In this season, I'll go back to the children. Friends, the issues of sending my children to my relatives, to my aunties, to my uncles, you need to really think about it twice. Because issues are coming up where close relatives sleep with our own daughters, our own sons, and for you, you trust them so much, but situations have changed. Leave alone that a lot is happening. So you need to know, whom am I entrusting my child with? How busy are you that you cannot commit to keep with your children? If you're too busy and you really feel you cannot keep with your children, please look at how best you want to handle. But I'm requesting that don't leave your children without guidance, and you say, after all, so and so is my brother. And in many cases, when they come to complain, listen to them. Ask yourself, why are they complaining now? How come they used not to complain? So you really need to ask yourself. You need to ask yourself, how can I parent better during this Christmas season? You need to ask yourself, what do I need to do at home better the way I used to do it? You need to ask yourself, what do I need to do? All this is key. I want to thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak to you. I want to thank you so much for choosing this topic, to look forward to Christmas and how best we need to work towards it. And I want to request that in whatever we do, let us reflect on God's goodness. Let us reflect, let us put Jesus Christ at the center of whatever we are doing. I will request that please put Christ at the center of whatever you're doing. This will help you not to be, not to be stressed. This will help you to know that whatever you're doing, after all, God is in control. May the Almighty God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to me. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was quite a mouthful. Wishing Rose that is mouthful. And we thank the Lord for the wisdom that is, for you are having allowed us to be. having allowed to be used of the Lord to speak and minister to us this evening. It's a joy and a blessing. Indeed. Thank you so much. I request members, please feel free to appreciate the wishing Melody with some flowers. Appreciate her for speaking and pouring into our lives. I have a few questions. I've received a few questions. Friends, feel free to post your questions in the chat, or you can feel free also to just directly uh, send them to me, and I'll be able to read them. Missionaries, there is a question here. You have talked about encouraging our spouses, but if my spouse refuses to go with me to our up-country home, how do I handle that? Another one is saying, how do you strike a balance between living on a shoestring budget and celebrating, since this is a celebration time? I can request you take on those two as 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 we receive the rest. Over to you, Wishing.
I think I will bounce it back to men, ladies and gentlemen that are on call. What if my wife refuses? I think one, there must be a reason. Why? Why is she refusing? And I think we have started saying we need to pray about this. Pray for her. And then after praying for her, please have a meeting. Don't throw it. We are going home and this is how we'll be going. No, 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 no. Invite her. We will have can you please come for a cup of tea? Then you sit for a cup of tea. Talk as a family. We are planning for Christmas, and this is what I believe we should do. And the issue is, why is she not okay with going with you to your home? There could be an issue. Maybe if you give an opportunity, if you give a good environment where you're meeting with her, maybe she's likely to tell you because of ABCD. Then you also arrest her fears. Maybe she's among those who were mistreated, who are not. Maybe you tell her, dear, this time around I will protect you. Let's go. But you need to know, one, why is she not willing to move with you? Have that meeting. It is a very, very serious issue because, moving to the village, you're leaving your wife. She's not celebrating here. You're not, you know, there is that disharmony, there's that crack. So it means even before one, pray for it, two, meet her. To someone was talking about, yes, you have a budget, but this is time to celebrate. Friends, we will celebrate, but there's time for everything. What if you use all the budget, use all the monies that you have, and you go into celebrations. When you come back, are you sure the landlord is going to say, I am very sorry, you're coming from Christmas season, so you're not going to pay rent this month? Are you saying that your child who is going back to school, you're going to say, my child, I'm so sorry, you will go without school fees because we've been in Christmas? We really need to be responsible enough. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I agree with you. Actually, the question was not about, it was not mentioning as a wife, spouse. So I thought at some point, maybe struggle husband. But I feel the response it has for both of them. Aunt Beth is saying, members, let's be mindful of our culture where an African man may be fine on decision making. Aunt Beth, I think the point whichever is the good. Let's talk. Let's not just talk. Chomushisha yagamba nikyetotala okukyazha. I think the point is let's discuss which are consensus. And then there is something else that Mishimoto's mentioned about sleepovers. I agree. I have had stories, not for my own children, but I've had stories where sleepovers, taking your children, friends, your family friend, nights over, and they have turned out, a menace of us. So I agree with you that we need to be cautious as parents. Okay, in an event that we do not have any more questions, I think that is indicative
There's
that people have.
someone in the chat. Yes, Aunt Beth was talking about being mindful of traditional men. Gentlemen, I think that's why we have a fellowship. We are saying yes, we give you all the respect. You are heads of our families, but it is very important to also listen to what we are speaking as your spouses. Sometimes it makes sense. So if your wife is telling you this is what is likely to happen, please listen in. Someone, I think Harriet is talking about some men tending to pay a deaf ear to cries of women, especially when they are being mistreated by in-laws. So such men will choose not to go to the village for peace to prevail. Gentlemen, I will echo this again. Let us protect our spouses. It could be that there are some issues that hurt them, and they also want to enjoy like any other.
I absolutely agree with you, Rose. I think it is most instances means not passing a judgment part of here. But indeed, I agree with you. I absolutely need cautious husbands, wives, spouses. Well, thank you so much. I think our time is fast spent, but I request for a minute. I call in Uncle Dixon to appreciate our speaker tonight. Uncle Dixon, if you are able to, let me kindly welcome you to